we have to show them the difference, in our communities. We have to show them that they can have nice cars, they can get a nice wife, they can have, good clothes or whatever without selling drugs, without rapping, or without, being promised, sports or something like that. We have to show them, many different areas, and the only way that we can do this is through mentorship.
Listen, I'm still here. That's right. On the south side of Chicago, living in this tent for 100 days from November the 20th to February 28th, bringing to you the awareness that you need to know about the violence in the city of Chicago, but also to raise as much money as we possibly can to build this community center on this block that is much needed, called O Block. It's called O Block because it's named after a young man named O.D. Ferry who was shot and killed. The gangs kept the O in his name and kept it as O Block. We decided we love the O. We're going to keep it O, but we're going to call it Opportunity Block. I'm so grateful and thankful to Fox for giving me this platform to bring to you ideas, opinions, thoughts from Rooftop Revelations. And today I want to give you part two. That's right, part two. We had so much to talk about that we didn't get to get on camera yesterday, and I want to finish it today as we talk to these two brothers, King Randall and Travis Cochran. I want to talk to you about mentorship and ownership. It's so important that we get those things going in our community if we're ever going to revive them and bring them back to life. So King, I want to jump right in from our discussion that we had on yesterday. We were talking about mentorship and ownership in schools, but I wanted you to elaborate more on mentorship. How important is that, especially to young boys that we're trying to change their lives?
Absolutely. Well, we have to consider the fact that a lot of our children only get to see possible from a lot of more negative influences in their lives. Most boys are going to emulate the men that they are around the most. So if they're around the drug dealers or watching rappers or whoever comes back to the neighborhood the most, that's who they're going to emulate. So a lot of people who may make it to be successful, etc., in these different communities, a lot of them will try and tell boys, oh, well, you shouldn't be doing this and you shouldn't be that, versus showing them what they can do, versus coming into their lives consistently, because consistency is what breeds the best, in children. It's almost like practice.
Absolutely.
If you're practicing something a lot, you become good at it. So we have to show them the difference, in our communities. We have to show them that they can have nice cars, they can get a nice wife, they can have, good clothes or whatever without selling drugs, without rapping, or without, being promised, sports or something like that. We have to show them, many different areas, and the only way that we can do this is through mentorship, and this is what we're doing at the Life Preparatory School for Boys in the city of Albany. And you can follow us on our website at THEXFORBOYS.org. That's the S for boys.org.
We not only talked about education and mentorship, we mentioned a little bit about ownership, but I wanted to dig a little deeper, because I really do believe, and I've been talking about it ever since I've been on this roof, that we have to have some ownership. We have to have some entrepreneurs. We have to start reclaiming our community. And so, Travis, I want you to talk a little bit about how you feel about the ownership aspect of what we're talking about.
I feel like ownership is very important. It's kind of like one of those old sayings: you have to take care of home first.
Yep.
Yeah.
But you have to own home. So I think even with you being on this roof, part of it is they see you're here taking care of home, and this is yours. So even once you build this community center, because God willing, this is going to happen. I see this happening. We'll have this center, and you have your church, and these are protected areas because they know it's yours. And once you can have ownership in your neighborhoods, then you can have people in your neighborhoods to say, hey, help this person with this, help this person with this, and now let's vote for these things. When we need laws changed and some of these policies that are coming down that we don't agree with, when you have an owner base, you can move the needle. And anytime you have an owner base, you can also grow. If you have land, if you have a piece of land in this world, you can grow something on it. So I think it's very important that we have that.
Absolutely. I've been talking about the difference between Booker T. Washington and W.E.B. Du Bois, how one was about power, but the other one was about development. And what you all are talking about here is exactly right up my alley, development. It's going to take us developing our communities, rebuilding our communities, bringing new life into our community. So I'm grateful and thankful for you young brothers. You see the leadership that's coming up and that you all are providing for our community. And I'm really encouraged and inspired that things are going to get better and things are going to be different. So thank y'all for coming again
Appreciate
No
you.
to the
Yes,
south
sir.
side of Chicago. And if y'all ever come back again, I got y'all covered. Hopefully it won't be as cold.
I don't mind. We're gonna come anyway.
We'll come whenever we can.
Yeah.
Cold, winter, summer, spring, it don't matter.
Absolutely. And I'm gonna make sure we make it to Albany. And I'm gonna get some people to come to Albany so we can help out with
Absolutely.
that school, man. I'm really thankful for the school, and I'm really excited about it and what you're doing with that boarding school. And hopefully a lot of people from all across America are just as excited as I am.
Absolutely.
So
yes,
thank
sir.
y'all. All right. Listen, thank you for tuning in to Rooftop Revelations. It's been a tremendous blessing talking to these brothers and allowing you to hear it. Again, thanks to Fox for giving me this platform. I really, really, really appreciate it. And as I always say, until tomorrow, peace.